What's up guys? I recently have been on a roll. I went 12-3, not yesterday, but the day before on stream. And then I went 8-2 yesterday. I'm just like playing out of my mind, okay? And I feel like I have a good grasp on what you need to do as ADC and how you need to think in order to win, I guess. And not just win, but have a noticeable impact in your games where it feels like all the other roles are just that much stronger and that much tankier than you, right? It definitely feels like jungle and solos, even support, they just have more damage than you and somehow they're tankier than you. And then you're just like, okay, how is any of this fair? So hopefully by walking through one of my good games, I can show you guys what exactly I'm thinking and what I'm doing in order to have a big impact on the game. And then eventually do enough good things and you will have enough money to actually do damage and carry the game later, right? So let's take a look at this game. It was pretty like the early mid game was pretty like normal-ish, you know, in terms of like score and CS. It wasn't anything too crazy. Here Poppy does something really strange, so we just full damage Q. Oh, I get spaced out of my mind by this Kaiser here. That was a nice bush trick. I tried to click on him, but couldn't click on him fast enough. And then here we're just like pushing for level 2. I'm like trying to Q to try and even out the push because they're ahead in the push. I get headshot. You can try and hit them with the headshot, right, when they want a minion. And then here is actually interesting. They want to get 2 here, right? So I've already lost the level 2 push. You can see that here, 3 melee minions on the second wave is level 2. And so if you look at this, I don't know if you can see my mouse here. This melee minion is basically about to die, and we are so far behind. We even have like an extra range minion to kill. We have to kill these 4 minions. We're not making it basically to level 2. So what you got to do is either FF, give up the level 2, or start hitting them. Because you want to hit them as much as possible before his minions naturally kill your minions. Because let's say, for example, he just keeps pushing and you keep hitting him, then you just back off when he hits 2 and he's lost a bunch of HP. So we're hitting him to zone him from the wave, or I'm just hard hitting him. I'm just like hard focusing him, right? I'm basically trying to make it so they can't like get level 2. And then eventually we even it out, and then we hit level 2 before them, which is actually insane, right? They missed XP somewhere. So then I just use full combo on the Poppy, right? She had no flash, so. Important thing here is you don't actually want to net headshot as fast as possible. You see I waited until Ignite and Maokai auto attack got into lethal range. That way to make sure I secure the kill. Actually, a small detail, but pretty important when you're laning. With Caitlyn especially, oftentimes after a headshot, there's just like a sliver of HP left over that gets, you know, the health bar gets taken away by like Ignite or like a support auto attack or something. You see this most with Morgana, honestly. When you W off bind into Q headshot, then they have like 1 HP and they die to Morgana pull plus Ignite, right? So you see this a lot with Caitlyn combos, okay? So here we decided to stay. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to base here because I'm about to get ganked by Kha'Zix. Or I guess we can stay. That's a good Q, but I have sums. We need to just not be in this spot where Poppy's getting a free stun into Kha'Zix gank. No, I mean, Kha'Zix is here. Yeah, so basically you can stay, but you can't die to the jungler. So I have already hard into this game, low key. Okay, so this is what you do. If you saw my last video, I made a minus 20 LP play. Actually, minus 40 LP. I think Kha'Zix got both kills. Okay, actual horrendous disaster nightmare scenario. It was extremely giga throw. If we lose, it's my fault, unironically, okay? Even though you kill them in lane, it doesn't matter if you feed the jungler, right? So I made the game super hard. You're about to see Kha'Zix, like, you know, start killing people and shit. Yeah, but we'll try and recover from this, right? Because even though it's my fault that we are, like, giga losing, you know, you should still play, right? I mean, we just do our best, right? So sometimes you're, like, hard hitting. What I should have done there is clearly Poppy no flash, so then you just need to space the Poppy E, right? You know, you can push, you can stay in lane. I don't think they have a real gank, but I stood next to the wall and gave her a wall bang. This is the only way to die to a gank. So here you see that there's a huge fight going on in their bot side jungle, but you see I'm pushing this wave, right? Because if you don't crash this cannon wave, you basically lost. Right? So why did you basically lose? Well, you're not getting your gold and XP, gold and solo XP from killing this cannon wave. You know, you're gonna lose everything if you move to the fight. Okay, and levels are extremely important. XP is extremely important. especially in the early game, like you can have situations where if you leave the wave, and you don't crash, you could be down level 4 to level 6. Happens all the time, right? I'm sure you guys have seen it before. So we come after we push, and they are currently losing a ton of XP under the tower. As you can see here, I'm level 4, she's level 3, and then now we're fighting. Now we have a free time to fight, because even if I die now, I'm not gonna lose anything, right? So here, do your best to fight. Clearly, I should flash the Poppy E. You know, I was gonna flash anyways, so I should have just flashed it. It's just an old hands diff, but you got the job done. What's important about League is that even if you don't play it perfectly, if you had the right idea, like here, I pushed and then I went to fight. If you have the right idea, more often than not, it allows you to play with more margin for error. Here, I got to play by that to Poppy. It's totally fine. So what I'm talking about before, the margin for error thing, if you fight because it's a 5v4 and you know it's winning, but you don't play mechanically perfect, it's okay, because the idea was good. So you don't have to play mechanically perfect to win. You just gotta do the thing average, right? And you're good to go. But if you play something that's like, if you play something that you're not supposed to do, like you fight 4v5, you have to play mechanically perfectly. There's no room for error, right? So, and then this me dying to Poppy, I got to play it and I died to Poppy. So what I'm thinking here is, you know, when I died to Poppy, I'm like, oh, I don't care. Is Poppy money? Who cares? Nobody cares, right? This Poppy's not gonna go carry the game or anything with an extra 300 gold. I gotta play it. I don't really care. I got my fast base, only 10-second death timer. That's shorter than me backing off and then basing, right? Like low key. So totally fine. Like that death is totally fine in my opinion. Compared to the Kazakh's death, which was instantly game losing. But thankfully they like threw it back immediately. But yeah, the game could have been really snowballed out of control. So here, I come back to lane. I start hitting Kai'Sa because she wants to crash. So she's gonna hit the minions, right? So I can hit her while she's hitting the minions. Yeah, probably want to dodge the Kai'Sa W. That's okay. You know they're basing here, but I can't really quite stop it. I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. I'm just gonna pick up the wave, and then I'm just gonna push the next wave. There's no cheese. It's important to know that there's no cheese from the bush here because Poppy is super low, right? So that's why I'm not afraid of just like, you know, Poppy hiding the bush or something. They're way too low, right? They try and fight us. We both aim Kai'Sa, they automatically lose. There's no way they can win, right? So here, you just crash, and you make Kai'Sa lose a wave, and then you can hit the tower here. We have no wards, you know, we're decently safe, no flash, but like it's Kazakhs, right? So we can hit this, and then I'm just looking at the map. I see Poppy wrapping. I'm like, okay, we should back off because Poppy wrap with Kazakhs could be bad, right? And Kai'Sa from the front. So here we need to make sure that Poppy's not doing anything suspicious. You also know that my jungle is playing topside, so we're just chilling here. You know, we're just probably going to try and hit her with headshot. We don't have to do anything crazy. We don't have to push, right? Their jungle is supposedly on the dragon, right? Because our team did the topside objective. So we're just chilling here. I don't have to push. I don't have to do anything crazy. I can see by their body language that Kazakhs is not ganking, and even if he is, Poppy starts running forward. I'm just gonna net Poppy and run, right? We'll be totally fine. So. Kazakhs does indeed do the dragon, and then I'm like, okay, now I have slow push one wave, or not exactly a slow push, but like I pulled one wave. Now we can start playing on the next wave. You see, Maokai went in here. It's really important. Maokai went in here. I'm just finessing. So by this point, still can't die. Still can't die to Kazakhs, right? What I'm doing here, totally fine. And then Maokai W's in. I'm like, okay, I am gonna help, but not in a way that is like giga committed, where if Kazakh shows, we're gonna die. So like I'm not gonna like net forward, for example. I'm gonna like hit the minions, I'm gonna hit the closest guy, but I'm not gonna like net forward and try and kill someone because Kazakh is here, right? So you can see the way I'm playing, I'm like backing off immediately. I'm making sure I'm trying to get the wave, right? The wave is the most important thing, right? We're just gonna get all the minions, and then we can go from there, right? So here I'm like, okay, I think we can push. Kazakh doesn't have anything on us. Just keep watching this Poppy positioning, right? I'm like just looking at this Poppy here. I'm like, oh, okay. If she steps up too close, I'll hit her instead of the tower. But I'll start like trapping stuff, right? You see Kai'Sa's running forward. I'm like, Even though I had headshot, I didn't headshot her because like, Kai'Sa running forward. Is there Kazakhs? Not sure. We're always thinking about the map. Okay, we were playing the map first and foremost, and then you can play what's on your screen, right? You win what's on your screen so that you can win the map. Basically, okay, so Kazakhs here. This is a crazy format. I was like, oh, I think we're fine. And then the Vex is here, and I'm just like, oh, this is not fine. We're just dead. But I think the Vex may have dropped a wave entirely. I saw like Yasuo is pushing or something. Let me go back. Yeah, like Yasuo is like pushing or something here. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. But we got 4-man. Sometimes it happens. I died to Kaisa. So let's look at the results. So I died to Kaisa, but I got my wave and then I lost 1 wave. So it was a 4-man and the ADC got the kill. Honestly, I am not that upset. Okay, it seems weird because, you know, getting 4-man is usually not a good thing, right? But actually, it didn't even turn out that bad. Like, Kaisa got the kill, and Maokai's like attempting to hold a wave, and then she actually died, right? Like, all in all, they used a lot of resources just for the AC to get the kill, okay? And then here, Kaisa kills Maokai, but then dies to my jungle. Honestly, like 2 kills Kaisa, and then 1 kill my jungle. I think this is like not even that bad, low key, right? So what I'm thinking like is, you know, if the enemy jungle, the enemy mid is not, you know, picking up the kills, the enemy, I mean, I'm not upset at all, to be honest. The only thing I'm upset about is I lost the wave. I'm like, damn, rip wave. And I didn't lose sums either, right? So, again, like I have died 3 times, but I would only consider the first death to be catastrophic, right? It's kind of like how you view your deaths is kind of important for your mental, right? Or knowing what's good or not. Okay, Poppy's trying something insane here. I'm not sure what this is, but I think she's trying to like, I don't know what this is. Okay, so here, what's important is that you don't actually finish the Poppy off, right? How come? Well, first, I've already done all my damage, so I actually don't have any more damage, right? You know, you're going to auto-attack her to death. It's going to take 10 years. Second of all, you just don't die to Kaisa. What's the point? Remember the 2v2 you want to aim the ADC. It's very clear that if I hit Poppy, Kaisa will literally just kill me, right? With auto attack and W. So I just run in a direct line away from her. She flashed. Okay, I'm just trying to make space, buy time for Maokai abilities. I'm like, okay, just making space, and then eventually we can just hit her, right? She chased until she died, and then that is like, yeah, I mean, catastrophic for them because they lost all the XP, like 2 waves of XP and gold. Catastrophic for them. So yeah, like I said, I'm not really worried if enemy bot lane is getting kills, enemy support getting kills. I'm not really worried, right? It's when the enemy jungler or solos get kills. That's when there's a problem, okay? That's when there's a big problem. So here, we're probably thinking +1 or just go home immediately. I have no mana, so it's kind of hard to +1. Even though the team is playing bot side here, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that I should just go home. So we go home here, buying opportunity. If you've been watching stream the last 2 days, you'll know that I have been playing more opportunity. I think it's pretty good. Just like in terms of safety, I feel very safe with the opportunity move speed. Just with that, plus Swifties, just running around and making sure I am safely getting to my 3-item spike. Because, you know, when we play Hubris, you're still waiting for your 3-item spike, right? And it's just a little bit less safe because you don't have the move speed. Also, it costs 300 gold more. So, yeah, I like opportunity nowadays. Most value, you get the most value from opportunity. We can ulti someone in the mid game that doesn't have lifesteal. So in my case, I'll be ulting Kaisa on cooldown probably. Yeah, it's another 4-man on the screen. But again, like, how did this 4-man happen? Mundo is sacrificing top to do this. So is it that bad? You know, they are losing something for this. There is compensation for this, right? So, and I didn't die. Yasuo died. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, at least I didn't die. But yeah, Mundo, when it's okay if you're, you know, they're making a roam play, like the solos are making a roam play and they're just like losing waves for it. It's like not worth, right? Unless they, I mean, even if they get the kill, it's like even, right? Or barely above even or something. I feel like they can't just like drop waves like this. So like Cho'Gath is now going to be winning like the entire time. Mundo didn't even get an assist, I think. So yeah, not really too worried, right? Again, not really too worried. I didn't die. And then here, you know that they all have to, they're all reset or they're doing the objective. So I'm just hitting the tower. And then if this looks good enough, I'll come over. But I'm pretty sure that, probably not good enough. I'm just like looking to ulti Poppy, you know, just get your kill / assist. I don't know if we kill her. Oh, I think I get an assist here. So yeah, get first strike money, get your assist. Otherwise, I would have shot the Kaisa with it, right? And then you'll notice that I'm not one-shotting the wave yet. You know, that usually happens at level 9. You one-shot the wave with Q. And then I think I'm just denying cannon. Good. Just, managing my waves. The team's trying to do something. I don't really, don't mind. They're doing it so that you can get the wave. Okay. I think that's where a lot of you guys go wrong. Is what is all this fighting? What's all this like fighting and posturing about? We're getting the waves. Playing around the waves is like the basic, the foundation. It should be the foundation of your gameplay, right? Because that's where you get your consistent source of XP and gold. So here, get the wave, and then we can go fight. Here, I'm like attempting to help or something. Doesn't look like there's anything here. We're also hovering the dragon side. I'm sure you guys don't know how to do this, but don't just not get the wave. So here, you see me. I'm posturing mid, making sure that we are getting the wave first before Kaisa. Go back. I'm just putting a trap down. Yeah, go back. Oh, I think we're actually sending it. Yeah, we're actually sending it. So then I'm like, okay, I can drop mid. But when there's nothing going on, I'm like, okay, gotta go back mid, right? I thought my team was sending it, so I was like, okay, I'm down to send it too. But yeah, the instant nothing happened, me and Kaisa both went mid. You'll notice that I'm tracking Kha'Zix out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, Kha'Zix is escorting Kaisa. Think of the game from your opponent's point of view, and you'll know how they are ganking you. So I see that. Oh, I saw the Kha'Zix press R up there. I'm like, okay, got him, because I was fully expecting him to try and cut me on the wave, right? Remember, everything's just playing around these waves, right? So I'm like, okay, what could they possibly do? Kaisa could run at me, Kha'Zix could jump at me, that kind of stuff. And then they gave up the dragon for that attempt. So yeah, good. And then we push mid, back to business as usual. You'll notice like I haven't really done anything insane this game. So how is this like? How are we making a video on this? Where does the carry come from? And this is the important part: is I haven't done anything insane, but I also haven't like insanely killed myself, except the Kha'Zix gank. That was really bad, but Nidalee saved that play, so we got bailed out. You know what I mean? But I haven't insanely thrown. It's very important. Okay, you have not insanely thrown. Has Kaisa insanely thrown? Low-key, yes, she has insanely thrown. And then we just follow up, but get the kill and get out. Right? We're just chilling. I can try and Q here, but like there's really nothing here. Just get the wave and go home. And then posturing around mid is gonna be important. I'll probably get the plate and then go home. But posturing around mid when you have control over the 2v2 matchup is important to create small advantages. Like we're getting Kha'Zix to show up. Maokai is finding like an engage on Poppy. So yeah, being able to push the wave first is an indicator of having control over mid. It's really good. It allows you to get mid tower. Mid tower unlocks the map, and it makes it hard for the opponent to like play the game safely because they have no mid tower. And then having mid allows you to just like usually just push mid easily and then go play sides. So yeah, and then after we just go home. Push, go home, right? And then now we play for the tower and the Rift Herald. We can fast forward a bit. I know the video is getting a bit long, but we're basically covering the entire game. So here you just run mid, and then I'm waiting to last hit because I want headshot, right? The instant you get crit, you start running around with headshot. I think with just opportunity, I don't really care about holding headshot as much, but here we see that their Kha'Zix is topside, so we know that we want to play mid and bot here. So you see me, I'm aggressively trying to hit this tower. You make them respond, coming back mid, and I'm just gonna make sure that this Kaisa can't really like get back to the tower easily. So you see how I'm playing. I'm like, okay, and then Poppy shows back up, and then here we're like trying to fight them off, right? But I saw Kha'Zix do the objective, so I'm like, I really want this mid tower. We start backing off though because I think Vex is coming from bot, right? And we also want to stop this Kha'Zix. He's just hitting it on vision, so we're just running over, making sure he can't get it. I think we're like hard committing for this. This Q is really bad. I for some reason I thought he used jumped already, but here you can try and help, but like you gotta go mid, right? So you cannot just drop this wave and run at them. I'm like, okay, I don't care what happens. I'm getting the mid wave. Okay, that should be your attitude. I don't care what happens. I already helped. Now we need to get the mid wave before I help again. Okay, that's how you should be thinking. You can't just drop waves, guys. Okay, like if you'll notice, I haven't dropped a single wave in the mid game. Not a single one. I considered dropping waves. For example, running in their bot side jungle when they want to contest dragon, or helping out with this Rift Herald play. But then I never actually drop waves. And then here I'm just making sure I play around the Vex engage. And the entire time, I'm not actually looking at what I'm auto-attacking, like the tower and stuff. I'm thinking about how they're engaged, right? So here I flash because I thought Poppy had a flash ulti angle. And then we just run. It's okay. Just run. The entire time, I'm thinking about how will they engage. Okay? So here, I'm like, okay, they're like kind of deep in the tower. Let me try and kill someone. Here I got super lucky. That's a headshot crit right there. That's why, you know, when you do have any amount of crit, you want to start running. You want to start stacking headshot on the wave, because of that headshot crit right there. They kill Kha'Zix, 25% chance. That was super lucky. Okay, Cho'Gath's got mid. He's kind of like doing something insane, but because he got mid, I went base. So I'm gonna prepare for the dragon. And I'm not really gonna do anything too crazy until I have 3 items. You'll notice that I'm slowly but surely getting there. Like the less I int and the more I maximize golden XP and, you know, help free kills, the faster I'm gonna get to my 3 item spike where I can actually carry, right? Maokai took the wave. What the fuck? I didn't even notice until now. He took the wave. It's a fine. Push mid and then go put your pink ward on the dragon side. You know, we're just playing like super consistent. Nothing too insane, right? Nothing too insane. You can use net to hold headshot, right? Nothing too insane. And then here, just control these bushes, put down some traps, try and get the crab. Putting the trap, you know, I've plenty. You guys have seen all my Caitlyn trap guides and stuff. You know, put it on concave angles and at the ends of bushes. Here, I start spamming ulti on the Kai'Sa, right? Holding a headshot, I'm like, there's no way I'm like, you saw I pressed A to try and headshot her when she is ulting in. That's what I was doing there when you saw me press A there. And then I stack headshot again, clear the wave, go help the team. I'm looking at like top. I'm like, okay, Mundo can come first, and then we're just playing around. Maokai ult into Q. Not doing anything insane. I'm like observing what their solos are doing basically, and standing on no vision. And then I'm like, okay, I think we can hit because the mid wave isn't here yet. So we're just gonna hit and go back mid, right? And then I'm like, oh, okay, Kai'Sa's like kind of sending it mid. So okay, I go mid too, right? You saw I left the dragon a little bit early. They're not contesting. Make sure they can't just like get the mid tower, right? You see I came back at the perfect time before the minions started hitting the tower. Don't let them like get that shit for free, right? When they're not contesting the dragon. Here I'm like thinking about Kha'Zix here the entire time. I'm like, Kha'Zix, Vex. You see I'm not doing anything too crazy. I didn't try and headshot anyone. I'm just waiting until my moment. I'm like, okay, fuck it. And that's when I sent it. I just waited until I had lethal and sent it. And I'm still thinking about Kha'Zix the entire time. Like, okay, we gotta run, guys. The entire time, just think about Kha'Zix, think about Vex's second ult. And then like, okay, team dies, but I didn't die. You know, could I have done more damage? No. Could I have saved my teammates? Also no. So I did the maximum I could have done in that situation, right? Which is very important because if you overplay, you try and do more, you try and save your team, you try and do damage when you're not supposed to do damage, like you walk up an auto attack or some shit, you're just gonna fucking die, and you're not going to get this wave, which is gonna prevent you from getting to level 13 and your item spikes. Okay, so here, and also staying alive saved the mid tower. A very important distinction. Staying alive saved the mid tower, which is, you know, the staging ground for making a play. We can push through mid and go into side or into their jungle like this, right? Not only did I get the wave and save the tower, I also got the next wave. And you'll see, like, you see why I hit the minions a few times and start sprinting away. It's because I'm playing around Kha'Zix coming back, right? There is this idea where you want to look at the game from your opponent's point of view. So I'm thinking if I'm Kha'Zix and I see Caitlyn just stand up here and hit the wave, I want him to waste time and come back, but then I'm going to trick him by just straight running away. So I'm basically like seeing in my head what he's doing. And then I saw he full committed bot. So then I'm like, okay, I just push. We just push. And then we go top side, right? I'm like, is there anything to do here? Because this is what we're supposed to do. So I'm here. I'm like, oh, I hit a red buff. So I'm going to try and steal this. And I'm like, was that on vision? Clearly I was on vision because I see the bot lane moving. And I'm like, oh, I am not getting this. Okay, so we go back mid. Right, it's important to try and trade sides when they are making a bot side play and you can't match. You should try and make a top side play. But here it didn't work out. I was trying to sneak the red away, but clearly something was warded. And then we get the mid and then we go home, right? Because now I have items. So again, how many waves have I dropped mid? 0. Okay, and how many times have I inted in the mid game? Also 0. Right, so it's kind of, this is kind of like your bread and butter. And you notice the game state isn't like amazing or anything. It's actually kind of like pretty equal. If I want to say, like, if we press tab here, we have an extra dragon. The entire team is doing pretty mediocre, and then both ADCs are ahead. In fact, she has more kills than me, right? But I hit 3 items first. How did that happen? farming that money with the first strike and you know, get the free boots money. That's like 600 gold right there. And then like playing super consistent, I have more CS. Yeah, even though she has 8 kills, you know, I think we're ahead. So you're about to see. Now we're playing around Baron. So now you put your pink word near the Baron. I like to put this in the bush right here. This is a very high value pink ward, very safe usually. Great spot for the ADC to put their pink ward because you really do not want to move yours. Here I'm trying to mess with her on the wave. I'm not gonna let her hit it for free because I think about their engage. It's just Vex basically. I'm like thinking Vex is bot. Oh, they're a hard engaging bot. Can I headshot somebody here? And then if I can't, that's okay. They're just like backing up all the way. But you know, I am gonna try and get something here. I guess we're just getting mid, but you know that they're coming from bot, right? So I'm like asking, did Vex use ulti? Because it's pretty important to know if she used ulti or not. And then we're going to play the top side here. So we're going to play we're going to try and get the Raptors. We're going to try and put traps down. We're going to try and clear vision. But yeah, remember, you want to trade sides. When they make a bot side play, you make a top side play. Here, I'm pretty sure I'm going to try, we're going to try and hit somebody. But, you know, it's okay if we can't. We'll just play for the next wave. You don't have to do anything insane. In fact, this is the point of the game where, when Yasuo is dead, you're not supposed to do anything insane. We're just posturing, right? We're not actually, like, trying to start a fight or anything. And Yasuo's alive. He goes to push bot. Vex no ulti. Okay, we can, like, invade their top side jungle. Just follow your team. Again, not trying to do anything insane. We're happy with the game stalling out because I am your ADC, right? You're scaling. You're getting to our item spikes where you can actually carry the game. It's a little bit different if you're playing, like, Ashe or something. Where you like feel pressure, you need to like E an arrow. Oh, this is funny. I ultied and baited this guy. He saw that I was ulting, so then he ran straight at me, and then I just immediately net, right? All the important things to know here. Okay, the important things to know here are I started with headshot. I hit the net, and then I Q flashed. So Q flash is a pseudo guarantee on Q because they're confused. They don't know what hit them. The net is pseudo guaranteed because she thinks I'm looking at Poppy, and then because I'm ulting, and then the headshot is guaranteed because you can't miss it, right? So it's just a easy kill. Okay, and then I actually forgot about Vex here. I was too busy looking at the chat. Kaiser's like XD question mark. And then I was like, oh, fuck, I forgot about Vex because she was coming from bot, right? So don't forget your solos, especially the ones that can engage. They include like Camille. They include like Annie. They include like pretty much anyone with CC or like fucking Ari. Like, honestly, isn't it every solo later in the game that's not a control mage? And even the control mages sometimes have like an angle to collapse. So you always want to be thinking about how the enemy team can engage. It's very specific. It's very specific. It's not going to be random. Kha'Zix cannot engage by Eing at you, right? How come? Because you're just going to net away. It's not successful. Mundo is not going to engage by running at you with Ghost. How come? Because you dodge one cleaver, you're chilling. But Poppy and Vex can hard engage, right? How come? They hit you with a CC, you're dead, right? So it's simultaneously very hard to die. Only some specific things can kill you, but also very easy to die. If you just forget about it, you're just dead. So the team is doing whatever this is. I guess I did okay here. I trade kill. I killed the ADC but died to Vex. That's okay. Here I'm giving up this mid wave to do the dragon. This dragon's super important. It's the third dragon. So you'll notice, remember like, oh, don't give up mid waves. Don't give up mid waves. The first wave I gave up the entire game was the third dragon. Okay. Dragon soul point is basically a win condition. Like when you're at 3, you basically have 4. Okay, not always. Sometimes your team will lose a fight and then you don't get the 4th dragon or something, right? Or you see me spamming R on the Kai'Sa. But basically, 3 dragons equals win game because your enemy team will make a mistake and then you'll get the soul. Like this pretty much happens every time, right? There's a lot of pressure when the team is playing against soul point. Like think about it in reverse. If you have 1 dragon, enemy team has 3, how pressure do you feel? You feel like you have to fight before the dragon spawns, basically, right? Or you feel like, man, if we trade Baron, can we even win? They get Hex Tech Soul. Is that even good? Like probably not, right? So it's pretty hard. Pretty hard to play the game when the enemy team has 3 dragons. So basically, we're now pretty much all but 1. All we have to do is that guy trying to engage. All we have to do is just do our damage now, right? We spent the entire game farming. We get to our item spikes. Now we're chilling. See, I net forward, kind of like a psychopath, so I can get the headshot off. But I'm not like tunneled in on any kills, right? And in the entire game, I'm not like trying to force any kills. If the kills happen, they happen. That's cool. It's just me doing damage, and then the enemy team just so happens to die from me doing max damage. But if they don't die, that's okay. Like I had a net 4 to headshot Vex. That's already winning. Okay, it's already winning. So here we're just like, okay, I'm down to just start the Baron. Here we're thinking like Cho'Gath Smite can just Cho'Gath ult is good enough for the Baron, but yeah, that didn't happen. Somehow Baron died at 1.6. That's kind of awkward. So we lost the Baron flip. That's okay. That's okay. We still have Soul win con. We still have Caitlyn win con. You can see here, I really do not want to base until my item. Still spamming R on the Kai'Sa. I really don't want to base, so I'm pretty sure I cancel this. I'm just like, yeah, I really want another 100 gold before I go home. So I'm just going to get the wave, go home, get IE, and then now we play around headshot the closest guy, GG. Now, at 4 items, is GG, right? If you lose with 4 items on Caitlyn, you probably did something very bad in a fight. Or you giga through the game earlier. Oh yeah, always tell your team what you're doing. So I'm pinging like I'm basing, but then the instant Poppy eat in, I was like, oh okay, I just kill her, right? I was not willing to cancel base until I saw something like Poppy E forward. And then I'm pretty sure I should probably get mid first. No, I would just base. I think I saw Cho'Gath going mid. Just base, get your IE, get your pink ward, right? And then run forward. Why do we keep buying pink wards? Actually, a high value in a fight. Kha'Zix can't really aim you if you have a pink ward in the bush, right? It's really hard for the enemy team to just straight up aim you. I think Kai'Sa killed herself. I think she's outplaying Maokai though, low key. Okay, I think she outplayed Maokai. I'm still holding headshot here. Windows here. Try and headshot this guy. Still have a normal headshot, right? Kill this Kha'Zix probably. Nice. Computer kind of like froze there. But yeah, very important for Caitlyn. If you're watching this and trying to figure out Caitlyn specific mechanic stuff, always hold headshot after every wave when you have crit. Okay, any amount of crit. Okay, because headshot crit is literally the entire champion. Like actually the entire champion. Okay, headshot crit through trap, through passive, through net in the late game. Yeah, I don't really care about Q. OT is good for poke or finish, but we're just playing around headshot crit. So backing up, just need to stack the headshot crit, and then we can play again. I'm backing up because I don't want to like get eaten on by Kai'Sa or something strange, right? Well, basically, if you don't have headshot crit, I'm not really down to play the game. Okay, I'm waiting until I have headshot crit, then I'm down to wave this in their face. I think I want BT here next, trying to get the biggest headshot crit damage possible. Still ulting to poke, totally fine. Yeah, I would probably just ulti for first strike money. Up until you have like all your items, I'm not gonna lie. Just make sure you hit like a target where you can do damage so that you can get the money. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. Here, just push mid again, and then I think we're gonna play around the dragon, right? Stack headshot again, and then keep headshot. I'm telling my team I'm gonna go home, and then kind of put my pink ward down. This is not a great spot, but I was about to sell it for a BF sword, so I was like, I just might as well put it down. And then yeah, the spot is just basically win fight, and then you can do the dragon. I think Cho'Gath got caught here though. That's a little bit awkward. He's just dead. I think it's kind of cooked. We can still try and fight 4v5. I'm really strong, right? So we can still consider 4v5. We have nothing better to do on the map, so we can kind of like fish for it. Just make sure that you're not not inting your positioning, but I have flash. So here I'm just thinking about Vex. I'm thinking about like a Poppy angle into Kai'Sa. So you see I'm like trying to cover all the angles. I'm like desperately trying to figure out how to get a headshot. I'm like, fuck, can I hit the dragon? And then I can't hit the dragon, so I'm like, okay, I gotta hit mid. Okay, I need this headshot. Like, I'm not even here for the wave, although the wave is good. I'm here for the headshot. I'm like, okay, I have the headshot. Can we do something? And then it doesn't really look like it, right? I got Poppy ultied. And then I think the fight is pretty much over. Looking for an ulti target, and I'm looking to stack headshot again, but looks kind of impossible. I'm not gonna lie. I try and ulti the Kha'Zix, but like it gets blocked, right? There's not good ulti. Okay, and then I have no headshot here, so it's very hard to play the game. So they start running at me. I can't stack shit. Just trying to find an angle here, flash the Poppy thing. I don't think I win this because I have no headshot. I end up killing the Kai'Sa. I almost killed Kha'Zix, but I queued instead of headshotting him. So yeah, I think basically it just ended up like not having a headshot made it impossible to do the 1v4 play. And also I lost net to Mundo, but if I had net plus headshot ready, I actually have a 1v4 play available. But the important part is that you saw that it was winnable, basically, right? How is it possibly winnable for an ADC? Well, you spent the entire game farming. Spent the entire game consistently making money to get to the point where I have items that allow me to do damage in a very short amount of time. I want you to think like within one Annie stun, okay? That's like how fast you got to do damage in League of Legends, is within one Annie stun, I guess, or one Cho'Gath knockup or whatever, right? Can you instantly kill people? That's the name of the game, right? It's just that every other role does it at like one item, and then you do it at like 3 items. So, yeah, can you instantly kill someone? So now we're playing the Baron. I have all my items. Now it just becomes a game of mechanics, right? All you have to do is just mechanically outplay. So let's fast forward a bit because we're just gonna it's basically just fast forwarding to the fight. Yeah, it's basically just fast forwarding to the fight, just running around with headshot, and you can see how I play. But basically, it's just same mode. I'm just looking at enemy engage, and then I'm trying to headshot someone of high value. So ideally not Mundo. I would prefer to not hit Mundo, even if I had the option to, so that I can save it for Vex or Kai'Sa, or Kha'Zix. Those are the high priority targets. And then I'm like trapping everything, slowly gaining control of the Baron. I'm like, okay, let's just hit it because they're super far away. So we fast forward. So my positioning here, I see Mundo TP behind us, where he's just behind us. So I'm going to stand in this spot away from the enemy team. We're just going to fight our way out. I'm going to stack headshot, and then I'm going to dump headshot to kill the Baron. And then now I'm just going to try and get headshot again. So I'm at 1 stack here, right? So here I'm just like, okay, I just want headshot before I play the game. And then I'm just like, okay, are they engaging? I don't know. I'm going to try and stack off the minions here. I'm not afraid of Kha'Zix. I have net, right? I'll kill his ass before he kills mine. And then, okay, don't chase, just push mid. Anytime you see this, don't chase in the fog wall. Oh, wow, they're just sending it? Okay, me too, right? I had headshot ready. Instantly kill Vex, right? So yeah, that's important. You're going to miss kills if you're not ready to do your damage, right? Okay, mid, I'm pretty sure I want to kill this Kai'Sa on 1 hit. Headshot plus ulti is lethal, so I'm trying to fish for it. But she went invisible. I'm like, oh shit, okay. And then dump headshot, stack again. This ulti was terrible, by the way. That was horrendous. Your ulti is almost a kill, straight up. So using ulti like that is horrendous. Here I'm trying to finesse them. Oh, okay. Poppy went on me because Kai'Sa, she's zoning Kai'Sa. Kill Poppy. And then I'm like, okay, we need to stack headshot again. I'm tracking Kha'Zix. You saw I blue trinketed the Kha'Zix, right? I'm like, okay, stack headshot. Kha'Zix is behind us. Okay. And then I see he's gonna kill Yasuo. Okay, I kill him. Right? He killed Yasuo, I kill him. Okay, stack headshot again. And then I mean, the game's over, right? Because now they have no way to stop me from headshotting Kai'Sa. And that's it. That's the entire game. That's how you carry. That's literally how you carry is you're consistent. You don't do any mega throws. Although I mega threw into Kha'Zix the first 3 minutes of the game. That was horrendous. And then after that, I got every single mid wave. I didn't die for no reason in the mid game. And in the late game, like every time I died, at least I got something. And then after I got to my item spike, I was constantly looking for how my one-shot damage, I was constantly looking for my one-shot damage angle. And at the same time, always looking how the enemy engages on me. Okay? I'm not getting pressured into any fights because I don't care if my teammates die or anything. I don't know what's going on. I'm just getting the waves. And the instant it's possible for me to unload my one-shot damage, I did it, and I just killed people. Okay, and that's basically how you're supposed to carry with ADC right now in a nutshell. Unless you're playing something like Ashe and like you want to arrow people and stuff, but for ADCs carrying through damage, this is what it looks like. That's the general pattern. Okay, so I know the video is pretty long. Hopefully you guys learned something. If you didn't, I apologize for wasting your time. But yeah, let me know what you guys learned in the comments, or if you have any questions, you can ask in the comments. And I hope this helped you guys. I hope it helped you see how I see the game. Okay. And oh yeah, and please stop by the stream. Basically, YouTube is like an ad for the stream. We need more people to watch stream, please. So if you liked the video, then consider checking out the stream. Twitch.tv/xFSN Saber. I stream pretty much every day unless I'm traveling or something. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. It's a good time to watch. I'm on a roll. So yeah, I don't think I've been playing this well since Split 1. And I know we're only playing like in low masters right now, but I'm pretty sure it's GM today minimum. Okay, anyways, see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace.